Level 70, Traditions and Travails. Hardy-looking dwarf stands before you, draining a flagon of ale remarkably swiftly given the helmet. Gulp, 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 choke, sputter. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a dwarf mid-flagon? Not even a proper greeting, neither. Look here. Lally-ho, the name's Giat. Lally-ho. See, now that's a greeting. Lally-ho's aside, just who are you anyway? I dare say I'd remember someone like yourself if we'd ever met. You're from the same strange land as the Crystal Exarch, you say? Well, well, well. He's an odd sort, the Exarch is. He knows things, right? And he's got some sort of mystical power. Don't suppose you're the same, are you? Because I could use someone with power the likes of which this world has never known. I'm hunting sin eaters, you see? Well, one in particular. A healer, not half bad at the job, eh? I like your confidence. And I wish I could take your word for it, since you sound like just what I'm looking for, but I have to ask you to prove it. There's no need for that. Listen here, the Sin Eater I hunt ain't your average abomination. You can't blame me for wanting to make sure that I'm not leading you to your grave. That would be bad for both of us. So you get yourself on over to the Forest of the Lost Shepherd and we'll see what you've got. Yeah, so each of these seems to be, like we fought Yulbert with the DPS, the magical DPS. So it's like we're all just fighting like Ardbert's company, his party. And they all became like Sin Eaters after they were, after the flood was stopped or whatever. What's going on? All right. Oh, Zilly, glad you found the place all right. Now for the prey. That'll do. Now I just take a deep breath and... Hey, your mother was a hobgoblin and you ain't much to look at neither. Come here and face me, you craven shite. That's just rude. Groan. Though Giat lies prone, the creature appears indisposed to cease its rampage. It seems that it will have to be dealt with. Dirty claw. Wolverine. Ah, see, that wasn't so bad. I reckon that I broke 3 or so ribs and at least 1 femur there, but my bones feel just fine now, better than before, actually. And that beast gave you no trouble. Seems that you're just what I'm looking for after all. We can talk about the rest back at the Crystarium over a drink or three. The folks at the Wandering Stairs know how to keep them coming. Meet me there. No, not your war. Rika. Gulp, 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 burp. There ain't nothing like a flag and a veil after a well-earned victory. Did you hit your head? You didn't do anything. I didn't say it was my victory, of course. I did find myself a partner of uncommon skill, so maybe it was, huh? Whatever you want to call what we just did, doing it helped us understand each other, sure enough. I've seen that you're a masterful fighter, and you learned that I'm as fearless as the stone, so a fellowship is forged. Now that I'm sure you won't get yourself killed, I can tell you about the Sin Eater I'm after. It's one of the so-called cardinal virtues, Sophrosine, and it's a nasty piece of work. I didn't think they had actual Lalafels in this world. I thought they reskinned the dwarves. The Lalafels look like dwarves, right? Have there been any actual Lalafels? Each of the virtues looks like one of those fools who brought the flood upon us, but this one takes after the worst of the bunch. Lamet, disgrace to all dwarven kind. Knowing that one of our own people was a warrior of light is bad enough, but Sophrosine being out there looking all dwarf-like, well, it don't help matters, accursed thing. Council of Elders, they don't want to live with the shame of Lamet's sins no more, so the head of the council, the elder, most elder, stay with me here, gave me this job. Hunt down Sophrosine, slay it, see that it don't keep sullying our good name. They're just gonna say it's some kind of glamour or something. I'm our strongest warrior, so if anyone's going to do it, it has to be me. That's fine. I'm more than up for a contest of might. The problem I'm having, though, is that Sophrosine keeps healing itself, and it's, well, deeply annoying. Suppose it's because Lamet herself was some kind of master of the art, but Sophrosine's healing is so powerful that no matter how hard I whack it, I can't leave a scratch. Make matters worse, it also flies around, carefree as you please, resurrecting other Sin Eaters. We'll be up to our eyeballs in them forever if we can't do something about those curative powers. That's where you come in, right? Yes? Lamet doesn't deserve your scorn, you know. Great, with those skills of yours at hand, we'll find a way to put an end to this stain on my people's history once and for all. You might not have heard, but the tales say that Lamet roamed the land without her helm. She willingly showed her face to those who weren't kin. She knew full well that it would dishonor her and us all, and she did it anyways. Okay, so, like, is the beard built into the helmet then? And there's the part about bringing doom on all the world. Not one of our taboos, really, but it's generally frowned upon. And now that she's back, face bare to the world, a Sin Eater, what could make a dwarf go so wrong? But we have ale to drink and Sin Eaters to hunt in that order. You healed my body, sure enough, but I'll need a few more flagons to restore my vigor. And by a few, I mean about 100. Come and find me later. Traditions and Travails, level 70, complete. Level 72, Affronts and Allies. Yeah, it shows no sign of having ceased drinking at any point since your last meeting. Oh, go, 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 go. And who are you? You looking at me? You got something to say? Gotcha, eh? Ha, of course I remember my new partner, and I ain't drunk neither. I'm a dwarf. It'll take more than, well, however much I had to get me under the table. And now you know one more thing about me. This will only strengthen our fellowship, I'm sure. But we'll need more than just a sense of camaraderie if we're going to take down Sophrosine, so I'm thinking we should start with observation, get you a good look at its healing powers, let you see what we're dealing with. Now, this is the perfect place to overhear the right sort of information. If you listen, don't get the wrong idea. I don't let it get in the way of no important drinking, but I do pay attention. Anyway, what I heard is that Sophrosine's been spotted in Kalusia. Then I remember there's a little pub over in Stilltide, the Leaky Keel, it's called, and they make a decent brew. Some of the folks there should be able to point us in the right direction. Go, go, go. And just what are you looking at? Fine, fine. No need to give me that murderous stare. I know what you're thinking. That Giat, you think to yourself, always drinking and lounging about and drinking some more. What a sluggard, what a drunkard, what a magnificent beard. Oh, I wish I had a beard like that. Yes, I know. You don't need to explain yourself to me. You really should work on finding you a sense of humor. Maybe deal with that after Sulfurcene. It might take a while. Anyway, you'll be happy to hear that while I was waiting, I got my hands on some prime information. Also, some excellent wine, which no information first. Right, so according to local fisherfolk, quite a few sin eaters turned up near the Bright Cliff lately. Suggest we go there and kill as many as we can find. We can't say for sure where Sulfurcene will appear next, but if it's in the area, won't pass up a chance to revive its fallen friends, right? And while we're at it, you can vent some of that pent-up rage you've got. No, don't need to be pretty so long as the job gets done. Just make sure you find me again before Sulfurcene shows up, you hear? The given shame. Shame. We're gonna keep going. Okay, where is he at? That should do it. Now we wait to see if Sulfurcene shows itself over in those bushes, say, and I've got the wine right here. There, that's it. See, it revived the other one. Hey, what's wrong? What a lonely place to die. The world outside is even worse than I feared. Is someone there? You're alive. Well, why didn't you say so? Can't do much for the dead, but the living, that's a whole other matter. Can't believe it. All of my wounds healed. Thank you, kind stranger. You sure are lucky that I passed by. You really might have died, you know. You'll hear no argument from me. I was a fool. The thought that the hobgoblin I was after might have friends lying in wait never so much as crossed my mind. I shouldn't have been out here alone. With your magic to keep me fighting, though, their numbers wouldn't pose such a problem. What do you say? You don't look to have a party of your own yet, and I could certainly use a man like you on my side. Well, I am no man, you unripened gourd. Why, I've never been so insulted in all my life. Let me tell you what's what. I'm Lamet, proud daughter of the Thal family, and if I catch you mocking me again, I'll put you right back the way I found you, you hear? Oh, yes, ma'am. I certainly didn't mean to offend. The beard misled me, you see. He didn't mean to misgender you. Come on, he apologized. And that's that. Look, Ardbert, treasure. You certainly look the hero. Now let's see you act like one. That him leveling up? Is a realm reborn? Or his 1.0? Hello, Zilly? Hey, you. Honorless lout, half-empty flag, and mangy pox bearer. Your mother was a hob, and your face looks like a newborn's arse. What is the matter with you? I thought that a refreshing round of insults would snap you out of it, and it did. Not my fault you can't appreciate an exercise in creative wordplay. Are you sure your mother ain't a hob? Fine, fine, never mind. At least we got what we came for, and you didn't miss much. After Sofrazine brought the other eater back to life, they both floated off to who knows where. But what happened to you? You saw Sofrazine? No, the real Lamet's past? Huh, I knew you'd have some kind of weird power. Sounds to me like you witnessed what was the beginning of Lamet's journey right after she left home. It's odd, you said she was wearing her helmet. She helped out that injured traveler just like any dwarf of honor would do. Maybe she wasn't born a monster, but then... It don't sit right with me neither, but standing around wondering about it won't do nothing but make us thirsty. We're done here, so let's go back to the Crystarium. The Wandering Stairs. Go, go, go. Ah, there ain't nothing like a flagon of ale after a job well done. Don't give me that look. I did stuff this time. You saw. You also saw Sofrazine work its magic, but since you haven't said nothing about it yet, I'm guessing you didn't have no sudden revelations about how to stop it. Don't worry, I didn't expect you to solve my whole problem just like that. I only need you to remember what you saw today. Keep it in your mind, then maybe something will come to you when you're working your magic elsewhere. Me, I like to think while I drink. It's the most efficient way, so you can find me here if you need me. I'll let you know when I have a plan. Fronts and Allies, level 72, complete. Level 74, the scientific method. Kiat is eyeing you. Presumably it's a bit hard to tell. Go, go, go. Ah. Tally-ho, looks like you've been training hard. In fact, your muscles show much bigger. It's almost like there's 3 of you. Yes, I'm joking, as you know, but you do seem stronger. I don't suppose you came up with a clever plan for stopping Sulfurazine while you were at it. Don't worry, I have another test in mind that'll get us some more information, then we'll be better set to think of something. Be killing Sin Eaters again, but this time you're healing them. Well, trying to anyhow. I don't expect it to work. Sin Eaters ain't like us or like any sort of normal creature, but by seeing your healing magic fail to heal them, we should learn why it don't work. Then maybe we can figure out what's so different about Sulfurazine. I've heard from folks passing through that stray Sin Eaters find their way to Amarang pretty often. Meet me at Mord Souk and be ready for carnage. Here there be carnage. Okay. Where are you at, Mord Souk? Yeah. Are you? Yeah. Go, 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 burp. You know, I heard that the liquor here ain't fit to drink, but it's not half bad. Gets the job done with a real kick. Oh, I know what you're thinking. That Giot always downing one ale or another. You think to yourself, and so good at it too. I'm uncontrollably jealous. I just can't take anymore. And you quietly weep on the inside. I'm sympathetic, I am, but my drinking is important. No, indispensable. Dwarves get fiercer the more they drink. Really fuels the fire within. I can see you don't believe me. Fine, you leave me no choice. I'll show you. I'll go on ahead and dice some Sin Eaters in the time it takes you to finish off this Mord swill here. Just gulp that down and come and find me southeast of here. You'll see. Half-finished bottle of alcohol, apparently purchased by Giot, sits on the mat. The local concoction within is a deep brown, and from it wafts a stench that can only be described as atrocious. Drink the Mord swill. Yeah, you told me to drink it. I ate the worms, why not? You hold your nose and gulp down the remaining liquid. At first you taste only pain, but then you note the aftertaste. It's the flavor of the void with a hint of feet. Lovely. Amazing, you finished. Of all non-Mord customers, only you and Dwarf ever drink so much. Exit southeast. Yeah, we're pretty good on levels. We've almost got everybody up to 80, except for the Reaper and the Sage. We'd still have to do their job quest, I believe, from 70 to 80. I mean, assuming they have job quest. I don't know, are they just included in the role quest, or did they have a separate quest line? Guess we'll find out. See, your average Sin Eater is no match for me, not with the power of tradition and alcohol on my side. Matter of fact, I put down another before I got around to this one here, but I did the job a bit too well. Really mangled the thing. It was pretty gross. Flattened in all the wrong places with bits poking out and the like, so I got it out of here. Anyway, you get the idea. I drink a lot. I kill stuff. You have to admit that it's an effective strategy. Now that we've got our Sin Eater patient, you can try out your healing on it. Go on. Am I supposed to use anything work? Well, I guess I'm supposed to click on it. As we thought, nothing. Did you figure out the why of it? I think it was never really alive to begin with. Healing magic and Sin Eaters just don't mix. You're right on that one. Sin Eaters may look like people or beasts, but it's like they're just pretending. They're not truly alive. Only the light drives them, keeps them going like winding an automaton, and healing magic ain't meant for restoring life to something that didn't have none to begin with. But if Sofrazine's power ain't like the healing magic we know, what is it? I also wonder why it don't come and revive this one. Is it just too far away to take notice? Then again, I never heard tell of it appearing at Holminster Switch neither, and so many Sin Eaters got killed there that you'd think it would take note eventually. So why only resurrect some Sin Eaters and not others? This is all too much thinking, not enough drinking. To the Crystarium. I mean, that's a sentiment I can get behind. Too much thinking, not enough drinking. Go. The moored stuff's alright, but this here is fine ale. At least that's what my body tells me, and I always listen. That's how I keep my muscles primed and my spirits high. Speaking of, would it kill you to relax a little? Being so serious all the time can't be good for you, and the silent staring just makes you seem morose. We won't kill Sofrazine any faster for not drinking, that's for sure. Nothing comes easy to sober folks. That's why I need a few more in me before I can really get to work, by figuring out why Sofrazine does what it does. Keep feeling like I'm missing something obvious, but Level 74, the scientific method complete. Level 76, the lost and the found. Yet appears to be consuming ale with even greater voracity than usual. Go. Holly ho, I'd ask if you're here for a drink, but I know you ain't. You've got that serious look about you, as usual. I've got my usual here, too. My 5th round of it, in fact. Ha! Why so few, you ask? Well, I stepped away for a while to do some research, but that Morin bloke kicked me right out of the cabinet of curiosity and then banned me for life. Feel just a wee bit of meat on the books and he chases you out with the fury of 1,000 floods. That man could use a drink, if you ask me. What's the glare for? Don't tell me you're siding with him over me. We're supposed to be partners. And after I worked so hard to find us new information on Sofrazine, drink so much, sat with those dusty tomes until not one but both of my buttocks went numb. So, did you find anything? Yeah, that sounds like you. I know, ain't I great? And I have the most magnificent beer. Anyhow, I did get some new information from a reliable source, a drinking buddy of mine. Sofrazine was seen recently in the Raktika Greatwood. If we do some of our signature eater slaying in the forest, there's a chance we'll draw it out. Figure that sitting around thinking is getting us nowhere, and research can only take us so far, so why not? Maybe fighting it together will teach us something we couldn't learn otherwise. We can't kill it, but the two of us should be more than capable of getting a few whacks in and making an escape. I've fought it before and come away fine, mostly. So that's the plan. Meet me at Slitherbow, and then we go a pummeling. You can kill it. I'm green DPS. Go. There you are. I didn't mention it earlier, but I've been here looking for Sofrazine before. I know most everyone in Slitherbow, actually. Sure, they seem an odd lot at first, what with worshipping the darkness and all, but once you get to know them, share a few drinks, they're not bad folks. Make a fine wine, too. Shame you can't get it anywhere else. Anyhow, they've been helping me out while I enjoyed the local spirit. Seems that Sofrazine's shown itself in the blind forest of Ixmaha, east of here. Let's get out there and slay a few Sin Eaters each, like we did before. See if that brings it to us. Wagons east. Holy. Alright. I guess we gotta go kill some more. Alright, let's see how he fared. Oh, looks like we're gonna have a duty. Alright, that looks good. Well, not good, but you take my meaning. Now we settle in and hope that Sofrazine's feeling charitable today. Duty calls. Commence battle for the lost and the found. If you are above the maximum allowed level, will be synced as followed. Level 76, proceed. Where is it? I'm nearly out of wine. Oh, there. Don't forget, we still need to find out how it does what it does, so make sure you're watching, not just walloping. Scoot over a bit, so I'm centered on camera. Watch closely. Wait for it. There. The ale forged. Why doesn't it fix the other one, though? Well, it makes our lives easier, I guess. Charge! Now for soft proceed. Oh, shite. How does it do that so fast? Right, divide and conquer. Then you take Sofrazine. Okay, it's not even letting me target the other one. Come on, Blood Lily. Ah, take that, you what? Did we do it? 2 levels too early for that. Of course not. Healing magic is so annoying. No offense intended. She's got a Thyrus. We're gonna play through hers now. We had to play through Nilbert's when we did the other one. Excuse me. So this is the Guardian. You excited, Lamet? Yes, of course. I've come this far, and I will claim the legacy of Ranka. Dun, dun, dun. Relive Lamet's battle in pursuit of ancient secrets. What do I have? Medica, Suna, Tier 2. Oh, the targets. Okay, so that's like Benediction. Okay, well, I don't have a dot then. Probably be closer for this. I mean, it's hard to target them. Oh, the wrong one. So he's got Doom. Okay, I need to full heal him. I mean, I don't have a The problem with this is that I can't, like, they're not in my party, so I can't just like target them like I normally would. And I don't have any kind of what's the one that gives you your MP back? I do not remember it. Oh, heal Silva. Well, the Scholar, level 50. One at level 50 or level 60. Quest was definitely the hardest. You have to basically just Asuna a bunch of people over and over and over again and switch between them. Because you can't just like, because I'm playing controller, you can't target them properly. It was really hard to do. Everyone all right? All's well. Now let's get what we came for. The lost restorative magic of Ranka. Can you sense the power in it? Yes, there can be no mistake, Silva. This is it, and my only path is forward. It's like, I guess Ronka's like their Allegan. Wise Guardian, in the name of the Royal House of Ronka, I implore you, grant me your knowledge. Damn it. I did it. The spell is mine at long last. I can save my sister. And you will. We'll meet up with Brandon and Gilbert, and then we'll see you home. Hey, oh she of inferior beardliness, egg face, hob daughter, get it together for stone's sake. Singing to the past is a nice trick and all, but could you maybe, oh, I don't know, wait until we're not in mortal peril next time? Driving Sophrosine away without pulverizing you in the bargain was no mean feat. If I weren't, well, me, we'd both be dead right about now. Hope you learned something worth the trouble, at least. Salamet was after a spell from old Ronka. That could be the secret of Sophrosine's power, but it's hard to know for sure. Whatever Lamet did to pry those secrets out of the ruins was right complicated by the sound of it. She took the power with her. We need to think on how we can confirm what you saw, maybe find out what that magic actually does. Yes, over a nice mug of ale. No, mead. No, ale first, then mead. You shouldn't be mixing, Giat. Is it Giat or is it Jot? Nothing goes down so well after a fight than ale. Ain't no higher truth in this world than that. Don't give me those, oh, there goes Giat waxing philosophical about the ale again, eyes. I'm doing this for your own good. It's plain that you never had a proper education. It's like this, you pick the right booze for the right job. You've got your ale for before and after physical fights, of course, but you've got mead for reading, wine for singing, and your hard liquor for those times when you need to tell some Hobson to go stick his head in the forge. Me, I'll be switching to the mead. I'm thinking I might find something about what happened to Lamet's sister if I look through my village's old annals, and hopefully I can get my hands on some historical records of Ronka, more and be damned. I don't know what you'll be getting yourself into while I'm at it, but you make sure to bring the right drink for the job. I'll let you know when I've got something worth pursuing. Lost and the Found, complete. Level 78, never to return. Predictably, Giat is drinking. Gulp, 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 gulp. There you are. I need less mead. Yeah, you heard me, less. But more ale. Much more. Wait. You ain't the waitress. Oh, I know you want to say something, but you won't. You think that that'll just encourage me. Well, maybe that's what I want you to think. Or maybe you know that's what I want you to think. All this time I thought I was annoying you, but actually... No, it can't be. All of this rubbish about lost civilizations must be getting to me. I've read a dozen histories and I still don't know nothing about that magic of Lamet's. But I did find those where she would have gone if she wanted to see her sister, and it's in Tomra. So what do you say? Come and visit my home. I'll be waiting for you when you get there. There's right. Is it right? Tomer, it's Tomer. Duh. I may have forgotten to tell Zilly how to get here. That's unfortunate. Come to think of it, I ain't sure she can get here. The tunnel's only for dwarves, and... Hey, where'd you come from? So it was you folks that got the ladder moving, huh? Can't believe you managed that and didn't even tell me just when you think you know a person. Yes, that's a joke. Anyhow, the place I want to show you is just over there. Follow me. Missing something that's underneath. Nothing to worry about. This monstrosity came flying at my face, rudely I might add, when I unsealed the old tunnels, but everything's under control. As you can see, I gave it an old-fashioned dwarven decking. Dwarven decking? Old tunnels? Yeah, they're the reason that I brought you here. Can't say I was expecting such a nasty welcome, but maybe I should have. Let me explain. We don't use it no more, but before the flood, dwarves lived in this place. Only the sick ones mind. Those days, there was this illness called stone blight. Turn your skin to stone bit by bit, and it was just a matter of time, a few months or a few years, until you were petrified completely. No one knew where it came from, but they did know that it was contagious, and so they locked them all up here in the Blight Warrens. They needed to keep it from spreading because there was no cure, not back then. You know, a gold needle for that. Lamet, was it not enough to leave without permission or to return unbidden, bringing these strangers into our home? You knew full well that entering the Blight Warrens is forbidden. How many of our traditions must you trample before you are satisfied? If you so refuse to respect your heritage, you have no place here. As head of the council, I hereby banish you. You are no longer a dwarf. Begone and never return. Begone. Not very lolly-ho of you. Have you lost your wits? Lamet just cured your people, her sister and all the others. She left your village to find a way to save them, and she did. She did what no one else would. Your words have no weight here, outsider. This is a dwarven matter. Silence. Silence. I will not be silent. You have no idea what Lamet has been through. That's enough, Ardbert. Whatever my reasons, I did break our laws, and I did so knowing that this would be the result. I will accept my punishment. I leave my dwarven pride behind today. Lamet. Lamet is leaving, so am I. You probably didn't think much of us after you shoved us in there to die, but it was awfully hard to breathe. We all took our helms off. Lamet's going to be banished for breaking our traditions, then I should be too. The young lady says none of us is perfect. It ain't right that Lamet should be the only one punished for it, especially seeing as she was saving us. Come on, exiles, we keep our faces plain for all to see and our heads held high. Go, everyone. Are you sure you're all right with this? We could go back. We could. What? Pummel the elders with your axe? I know you're not that fledgling adventurer who got knocked flat by Hobbs anymore. You could probably defeat even our strongest warriors, but forget it. We have more important things to worry about. We still haven't found what caused the illness in the first place. If it really is the Shadow Keeper again, well, you know what we have to do. If this is what it takes to save our world, I will give up my home and more, Ardbert. Anyway, it's not all bad. I don't think I really understood before how beautiful it is out here, how nice the wind feels. It is nice, isn't it? And for what it's worth, I'm glad you're here, helmet or no. Ardbert, thank you. Hey, Hob daughter, ugly. Look, I'm running out of insults here and I'm starting to feel bad. Just wake up already. Finally. Well, that was harrowing. About as soon as you started doing your thing, that Sin Eater decided to rise from the dead. I suppose that's mostly my own fault for not dealing it an extra blow or two just in case. Anyhow, what did you see? I knew it. I knew that Lamet was the one who cured Stone Blight. It had to have been. She saved all of them and they exiled her for it. And the head of the Council of Elders. Oh, sorry, I suppose I wandered off, got caught up in my own thoughts. Actually, can you give me a moment? Or maybe a while? I'm not sure what to think is all. I don't want to keep you from your other work, so see you later. Level 78, never to return, complete. Level 80, the soul of temperance. Giat isn't drinking. Oh, hello there, Zilly. Tally-ho! Hey, you hammer-brained imbecile, your mother was a hobgoblin. Some of that may be accurate, but my mother most definitely was not a hobgoblin. Are you sure you ain't getting her confused with your own mother? Ah, hammer-brained. Never thought I'd see the day when you took to friendly insults, partner. That really helped, thanks. I was so busy dwelling on that business with Lamet that I almost forgot the news I had for you about Sophrosine. You remember that Sin Eater I killed in the Blight Warrens? Well, while you were gone, Sophrosine showed up to revive it. Seeing that convinced me. I mean, you remember how I was wondering why Sophrosine don't revive every Sin Eater we take down, right? But we learned from your vision that the dwarves of Lamet, cured of Stoneblight, went into exile of their own volition. You can see the village was spared the worst of the flood, but the folks that left, well, probably weren't, which means they became sin eaters, and Sophrosine is healing the same people Lamet did. Right, it's the only thing that makes sense. Those poor souls couldn't go back to the village, so they got caught in the flood. They became sin eaters, and Sophrosine is still saving them, even now. That gave me an idea, as we figured before, Sophrosine ain't alive, but Lamet wanted so badly to heal those dwarves that it's still following suit, like a reflex its body can't forget. Last time Lamet saw these folks she healed, they were helmless, leaving their home for the last time. She probably never forgot the sight of them, and so Sophrosine goes around healing helmless dwarves to this day. You see the solution, right? Helms. Incredible, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So simple, it's brilliant. Sounds too simple, I know, but it'll work, I tell you. Sophrosine is healing helmless dwarves on pure instinct. Anyone wearing a helmet won't think twice about, seeing as it don't actually think at all. Now, whether clapping a helm onto Sophrosine will keep it from healing itself, I can't say. It'll depend on whether the thing sees itself as just another helmless dwarf. It don't seem to have much in the way of self-awareness, so I think it's worth a shot. Fortunately, we won't need to wait to find out. It came around not too long before you did, so if we kill the right sort of sin eaters, it should still be close enough to notice. Let's get to it. Alright. I assume we'll have to kill like 2 or 3 sets and then another duty. Scree. All right. What's up? I don't know. These have gone by fairly quickly. We'll see. Time for duty. Right, so we've got our eaters, we've got our helms. Now we wait. Once Sophrosine shows up, we'll test out a helm on the bait first. That'll also save us from having to kill it over and over. Your duty calls. Commence battle for the Soul of Temperance. Level sync is in effect. If you're above the maximum allowed level, will be synced as follows. Level 80, item level 420, proceed. This feels familiar. Aha, at last. Bit less toppling over on your part this time, if you please. Wait for it to be distracted with healing the other one, then we strike. Now, charge. As I said, we'll try this on the lesser eater first. I'll give it a bit of a pummeling, then you can put it to sleep with repose. That'll give me the chance. I doubt it'll take the napping big battle unless it's nearly ready to drop, so wait for my signal, you hear? Good thing I still have repose on my hotbar. It's only the second time I've been forced to use it. And like a job quest. Black Mage quests early on, Thaumaturge even, you have to use it. It worked. It's not reviving the thing. Now we I didn't see his health is so low. Wasn't paying any attention. Right, so we've got our eaters, we've got our helms. Now we wait. Once Sophrosine shows up, we'll test our helm on the bait first. That'll save us from having to kill it over and over. Proceed. I wasn't paying any attention to his health. And I know I'm a healer, I'm supposed to, but... Okay. Healing while we're waiting for the other one. sleep. Now we... Oh, Wicked White, that's annoying. Holy blur. I mean, I figured she's gonna heal. Yay! I didn't see duty complete. We go to phase 2. Perfect. Now, hold still. Wah! Wah! Oof, thanks. The helm got it even worse than I did just then, and it was our last one. Hate to say it, but this ain't going as well as I had hoped. If we had even one more helm, I could try again, but... Wait, we do have one more helm. Just the one. Well, looks like it's time to take this eater down once and for all, together. Time we can end this. save my lilies now. Can I target those? Duty complete. Oh, that was fun. Green DPS. Ah, take that, you pasty bastard. What's that you've got there? Some kind of crystal? Condition wouldn't have saved her. That's why I left. I left and I traveled. I met Ardbert. We found our companions and together we searched. Are you her, Lamet? Listen, I called you a disgrace before and... My journey was not an easy one. To save my sister, to save them all, I faced 1,000 foes. I know, I understand now, and I'm so... But as I did, I learned how wide this world is, how beautiful, how cruel, and how much I wanted to protect it. Perhaps it should have been easy for me then to give up my home forever for a greater cause. It wasn't. It hurt so much. But you bore it. You forgave them. You survived. Yes, it hurt, but I survived because they were there, because he was there. Ardbert, you stubborn idiot, you sweet boy, you never did understand what you meant to me. Forest Ghost. Rest well, Lamet, you were the best of us. We did it. I can hardly believe it. This calls for a drink at the Crystarium, don't you think? That silence is you wondering if I want to go home? Well, I can't. I showed my face to you, didn't I? But broke our rules. So I'm thinking I'll give Lamet's way a try. Live proud as an exile, just like all the other folks that she saved. Don't make that face. It's nothing that a little ale won't solve. know, it felt like it went pretty quick. Took like an hour though. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Ah, that's the stuff. Can I help you? You're staring, really staring. Do you know what you're doing? Do you know you're doing that? Exactly how much have you had to drink? I'm glad that you're here, home or no. Wow, are you sure? Because oh, you're joking, aren't you? For a moment there I thought, never mind. Anyway, there's something I've been wanting to tell you. Firstly, well, you've been following along with my crazy plans this whole time, but I never really said how much I appreciate your help with Sulfurazine and Lamet. Thank you. And I think you deserve to know something else, too. You know the elder who exiled Lamet? That was my great-grandfather. He's remembered as the greatest warrior of our kind. I always wanted to be just like him, to be strong, honorable, protect our traditions. Lamet, she saved so many from their suffering. Us dwarves might not even be here today if she hadn't cured Stoneblight. And he took away her home forever. It's hard to see that as anything other than cruel. Tradition is important, but it's not the only important thing. Kindness, empathy, love, this world and the living, breathing people in it, they matter more. That's what I learned from all of the folks I shared drinks with, from Lamet and from you. And I intend to keep learning here in this city with my face plain for all to see and my head held high. So you know where to find me next time you want to share a drink. I know our job is done, but you'll always have a place at my side, you hear? The Soul of Temperance, level 80, complete. Speaker for the Honorable, achievement unlocked. That's it for the role quest for healers. You still need to do their individual job quests.